Everybody, we're back with another question. This one comes from Facebook. It says, Vin, how do I charge more? I had a strategy call for hypnosis. The guy thought $97 was too much. I almost said $149. I've always struggled charging my worth. I feel bad for people because I know how it feels to be broke. Too compassionate for my own good. Wow. This is absolutely incredible. It's fantastic. I'm glad you brought this up. It's actually going to highlight a bunch of different things, so buckle up. So if you think about it, it's really not about charging your worth. Ultimately, what we've got to do is the client's got to reach a conclusion about the value they're going to get for the outcome you're going to help them achieve. That's what matters. So it's not about your worth. It's about the worth your client assigns to the outcome. So the pressure should be off you there entirely. You know, plenty of people don't have any money and they could have an opportunity to invest in themselves, and then like they won't do that. But if a new iPhone comes out, they're happy to buy that new iPhone, right? This is just what happens. And I think in the beginning, when you're starting out and building your clinic, it's easy to start to judge folks in that way. But it's because they have, Apple they're really good at marketing, right? Folks know exactly what they're going to get. And that's important to them. So, and you're charging less than that. So what I would suggest, and we're going to go over this in day 3 of my training a lot, right? And once you understand the organic awareness method, you don't really get stuck here. So what I would suggest asking that person is like, what's it worth to you to be smoke-free permanently? What's it really worth? Right? I would ask them those questions. And then, you could do the same thing with cost, right? What's this really costing you? That type of thing. And it's very easy for them because ultimately they have to shift their thinking, right? You could do all the presentation and stuff, and there's a bunch of stuff you can do via social media or however you market your company to sort of facilitate that. But ultimately it is going to come down to what's inside that person's head. And if you haven't established like reference frames, like things that like, it's going to be hard for them to assign values. So that's why we have conversations around, okay, like time, everybody's time poor. How much are you spending? And then there's like the price list stuff that's harder to quantify. And I think folks get stuck with that, but that's actually the emotional juice, like being alive to walk your daughter down the aisle. Right? What's that worth to you? Right? These types of things, like get in there from that perspective, and it's like now $149 is absolutely a steal, right? So I want to take one step back. A lot of like the mindset and abundance sort of stuff on the market. I think it's great because folks start to look at themselves differently. But we really want to work within the context of your offer. So like, if you take the time to really evaluate what this is going to do for somebody, that's a huge bonus for you right now. Now there's more confidence on the phone. But one of the operating principles here that's incredibly important is it's not about what you cover, right? It's about what you discover with the client. So you could just say this stuff to them, or you could actually have a dialogue with them and ask questions, and they're going to be more convinced by the reasons they reach than by whatever you tell them ultimately, right? Again, because it all comes back to the organic awareness method, right? We want to draw it in that direction. So I think this was pretty thorough. If you have more questions about this, please fire away. So day 1 and 2, we're going to be doing all demos, just a ton of demos, right? And we're going to be breaking down the principles. And day 3, we'll probably wrap up pretty briefly, and then we'll do some stuff about TikTok, some stuff about like some I don't want to call it business mindset stuff, but things you can do to like make your value make sense to your clients quicker. I hope this is helpful. I can't wait to hear more from y'all. Take care, everybody.